What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Booth Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I gotta say, it feels like a blast furnace out here. It is hot as hell. It is 99 degrees, and I don't remember a summer that has been this consistently hot and dry. Normally, my plants out here look great, but we got some early water restrictions, so you're not supposed to water everything. But the ground is hard. I mean, hard, hard. And my fish are doing okay in here, thank goodness. And I can't say that for all the fish that's in Virginia, because actually on the Shenandoah Valley in the national parks, there's no fishing this year because the water levels are so low that the oxygen levels are bad, and it's literally stressing out the fish. It's crazy. Um, yeah, it's crazy how hot it is. Be that as it may, I had something that was interesting because I was looking for John Ridgway's jersey. Now, here's how crazy it is. I was going through, because I got lots of stuff here in the man cave. I found a Quentin Bohannon jersey. And I was given a John Ridgeway jersey because I've been wanting the Dallas Cowboys to have that big man in the middle. Maybe I should get a Mozzie one, but then again, maybe that's the kiss of death. Maybe I'll have to wait to see if he can actually show up. But we've had a need for that one technique guy, that guy in the middle, that big defensive tackle. We've not had great ones since like Leon Lett. You might say that Jay Ratcliffe, and I had a Jay Ratcliffe one too. Yeah, I did. So maybe that's the kiss of death for Dallas Cowboys defensive linemen. I won't get any of them. The thing that's interesting to me is this. One thing the Cowboys seem to like to do is bring back players that they've had before, mistakes that they've had. Like you think of Brandon Carr came back, you think about Zeke coming back, as well as some other guys that have been here before that have come back to, Jason Witten. Somebody who might be out there who, for whatever reason, I'm still mad about, was let go by the Cowboys or actually put on waivers. Actually, I think the Cowboys thought they could be cute and that they could put him on waivers to try and save somebody else. And the Commanders scooped in there and got him. And that's John Ridgeway. John Ridgeway, for whatever reason, it seems like Dan Quinn has not liked the big fat guys. He definitely didn't like Mozzie, and you can see how he screwed the pooch with him. And like I said, for whatever reason it was, as a rookie, 5th round pick for the Cowboys, they left him unprotected and he got scooped up. I don't know if that was Jerry Jones or if that was more of Dan Quinn didn't like him that much. Now, rumors are that he could be on the bubble because of a guy that they drafted in the draft and stuff, that he's going to have to really show up and show off in training camp to hold on to it. Now, for me, I would love to see John. I mean, okay, let me stop there. John, you know you're my guy. John, we almost had a repeat here. John Ridgeway and your family, I am all in with you. I think you're incredible. A guy who out there who understands being a one technique player, that understands cracking skulls is your number one thing. I know it's a kinder, gentler NFL, but the reality is if you are a one technique guy, you are the man in the middle, and all you are there for is to be a wrecking ball. You are there to occupy space and break down the offensive linemen and keep the linebackers clear. And the attitude of having that, I'm just here to crack skulls, is the kind of mentality that you want. He has shown some great flashes with the Commanders, really consistent. And see, the thing is, what most people don't understand is being that man in the middle, that nose tackle, that defensive tackle is a thankless job. Your numbers aren't going to show. You're not going to be a Madden guy. People are going to look and say, oh, 3 sacks and, 30 tackles. He didn't do anything because you don't know shit. You don't know shit, okay? You don't understand the position. There is no glory when you are an interior defensive lineman. None. Zero. Zilch. There's no recognition. The women don't wear your jersey and say, ooh, Mozzie. Ooh, John Ridgeway. Well, his wife probably does. John Ridgway's wife probably says, oh, John, yeah, because he just got married. And he has affinity for vintage cars as well, okay? If the commanders end up not being wise and holding on to him, I would love more than anything else that Mike Zimmer would get a chance to get him. So, John, I'm not hoping that you lose your job with the Commanders, but I still got your jersey. I still have your Cowboys jersey, and I'm waiting for you to come home to us, man. I'm waiting for you to come home, John, because as I look at our team, because this is what drives me crazy about my team. I listen to all the talking heads out there that tell us that the Cowboys are a bad team. Cowboys aren't a bad team. The Cowboys have a lot of talent. They have the great base of a team right there. You got a quarterback, you got a lights out receiver if you get him signed. You got Brandon Cooks is looking good in practice right now, okay? Made a nice dive and catch on the ground to get the ball, okay? He's been trashed a little bit in the media. People say he's not doing anything spectacular. Okay. Jake Ferguson's getting disrespected out there and not considered one of the top 10 tight ends and stuff, but that's okay. And Micah Parsons, people are questioning the Lions' heart. But you got a secondary that's out there that's lean and mean, disrespected. You got great safeties. If you can get interior play, Mozzie steps up. Osa and Digazua, who is on a contract year, plays well. And you get another young stud that wants to crack some skulls like John Ridgeway. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind if you have a relationship with Dan Quinn. I wouldn't mind the Cowboys saying, hey Dan, you know player acquisition is a 365-day-a-year job. We know you weren't that happy with John Ridgeway. What do you think we take one of these late rounds? How about we trade you a 6th or 7th round draft pick and bring that guy back over here? Yeah, we'll take him off your hands, okay? Because we really like John Ridgeway, and we think that he could be a player for us, man. Why don't you do us a solid there? Because when we hired you, Dan, your stock had dropped, after what happened in Atlanta. You took them to the Super Bowl and you had that big lead, Dan, and somehow you crashed and burned to Tom Brady. Okay, you shouldn't have. When you all you needed to do was kick a field goal when you decided to pass the ball 3 times there and get knocked out of field goal range, leaving time on the clock for Tom Brady to go down there and tie the score up, which cost you that win. Yeah, and things just went downhill after that, and you lost your job. People laughed at us when we said we're going to bring you in as our defensive coordinator. So you kind of have to say you owe us a little bit for you getting that head coaching job. So why don't you do us a solid here and help out them old boys? What do you say? Worth a shot. Player acquisition is a 365-day-a-year job. And for me, the Dallas Cowboys, a couple of strategic players in the right positions would be huge. The other thing I came across when I was looking, because I was going to do the John Ridgeway jersey here, and say, come on home, John. When I was going through my rack of jerseys and stuff, I came across a Jobu t-shirt. I used to have the Jobu t-shirts, and I used to get those autographed before we started doing the plaques. And I came across one that is autographed by a Hall of Famer, Rayfield Wright. Rest his soul. So I'm going to be giving that one away to one of you guys as well. I've got so much junk, so much, let me rephrase that. So much stuff. I don't know what I have anymore. And there's stuff that's all over the place. And I want to make sure you guys have some of that really good stuff. All right, people, I'm going to get out this heat. Out and fed the fish, added some water up here to stirred up the mud and made it cloudy. Sometimes it be like that. All right, good people. Have a great day. Don't forget tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, we will be doing our thing. Yeah, doing our thing. Peace out. 9 o'clock Eastern. Peace.